many really have been critical of this kind of renewed partnership over their concerns of Saudi Arabia's human rights handlings. But Carney yesterday pushed back, saying lecturing other countries on human rights is an ineffective strategy. What did you make of this stance, and what does this mean for Canadian foreign policy now and in the future?
He's undoubtedly correct that the best way to influence other states is by engaging with them and doing so sincerely and directly. But the real question isn't whether these kinds of visits open up those channels. The real question is whether Canada intends to make use of those channels to press human rights issues. Carney would not be the first prime minister to beat a path to the Saudis and to censor himself and his country out of fear of offending them and cutting off their funds. Canada can make a difference in Saudi Arabia. The question is, will we choose to do so?
And that kind of leads me to this last question here, Akash. What does this trip signal for Canada's relationship in the Middle East now that it's wrapped up for now? Could Canada be seen as a trusted partner in the region moving forward?
Canada is unfortunately not high on the list of priorities of most Gulf states. That's one of Carney's objectives is clearly to alter that. But we are viewed as a safe repository for funds, for investments, and for relationships. But one of the questions that we have to ask ourselves as Canadians is not simply what might we obtain from Saudi Arabia, but what does Saudi Arabia hope to obtain from us? The Saudis have been explicit that they use their public investment fund to conduct what they call investment diplomacy, so that they obtain not just a financial return on their investments in other countries, but also a social and political return on their investment. They expect to purchase social and political influence in the countries where they invest, especially when they invest in critical infrastructure. As a country, I think that we need to be guarded and cautious to ensure that in inviting in their money, we are not becoming seduced by it and leaving ourselves hostage to their priorities.
A very interesting perspective there. We're going to leave it there for today, but we really appreciate the insight. Akash Maharaj with the Munk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy at the University of Toronto. Again, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.